Hey my friends, today we'll be talking about how to overcome negative emotions. So, when you find yourself feeling uncontrollable anger, or you find yourself in a certain fearful situation, or you find yourself that you've started comparing yourself with others, you've started judging others, or whatever is happening, I like to go through comments to see what all of you are expressing there, and I found out that many people right now are going through certain challenging times. It's natural, because if we see what is happening around us, a great awakening is happening. And when people start awakening, they become more aware of how they actually feel. You know that maybe we felt the same before, but we were not aware of it, so we thought that it's our natural state. But as soon as we recognize that there actually is greater joy, there actually is a greater level of happiness, why we can't feel it? Why there's so much tension in my body? And we recognize that there's a lot of stored energy within us, and if we want to release it, we need to learn how to heal ourselves. So how to deal with negative emotions when we get into certain situation? Firstly, every time you sense it, acknowledge it, recognize it, and breathe into it. What we are not recognizing is how sacred our breath is. We can see that when our emotional state is changing, the way we breathe is changing. When we are happy, we are breathing slower and more relaxed. But when we are in certain tension or in certain fearful situation, our breath becomes shorter and more intense. So we recognize that if we are not controlling our emotions are controlling our bodies. And to calm everything down and to get back into this sacred present moment, all it takes is to control your breath. Be aware of the way you breathe, and breathe in and breathe out, and breathe in and breathe out, and you will see that slowly your breath will become more gentle, more deep. You will become more aware of it, and when we get present, we can go deeper into the emotion that we feel. We can go deeper into it. Why I feel that way? What is the root of that emotional state? What is the root of that fear? Am I really afraid of it? Am I afraid of the outcome? And am I afraid because I don't know what will happen? From the past experiences, we can know that many times we were afraid of something, about the worst case scenario. Those things never happened. And we can know that when we are afraid, our imagination will find the worst possible ideas and potentials. As soon as we calm ourselves down, we can change the way we use our imagination to see greater potentials. So it's all an internal control, a great internal awareness of how we choose to experience each moment. When we become aware of the thoughts, how we think about certain situation that we find ourselves in, we will see that thoughts are always triggering emotions, or emotions are triggering the thoughts. That's that infinite cycle that is running. And the only thing that can break that cycle is breath. When we breathe in a greater calmness and breathe out, with becoming more conscious of our breathing, we will pause our lives, and we will get into that present moment. As soon as we get more relaxed, more calm, a new idea will come into our mind, because we will open the channel again, where we will experience a greater idea how to solve that issue, how to move through that challenge, how to deal with that person, how to overcome that state. As soon as we will calm ourselves down, as soon as we will get back into this present moment, we can easily decide what to do next. So, if you find yourself often, especially right now, in the fearful situation, also become aware what is triggering it. Are you focusing too much on the fearful information? Are you focusing too much on what you don't want to experience? Remember that your body always follows the mind. Whatever mind is thinking, wherever you are placing your attention, that's what body is experiencing. Maybe it will not show you immediately, but through time, you will become so obsessed with all this information that the energy will get stored within you. And you will start feeling fear. Doesn't matter where you go, doesn't matter what you're doing, doesn't matter with whom you're talking, you will feel that tension within you. And we truly need to learn to release it. If we want to get onto the greater level of vibration, if we want to naturally become happier, more kind, more positive, so we can become, rather than victims of the world, we become like in service to the world, so we can share more of ourselves, we can express our unique gift, so we can become the greatest versions of ourselves. We need to learn to release that energy. So remember that your breath is sacred. Since the day you were born, you got your breath, you started breathing. And breath is the only thing which stays with us till the last day. We can change the location, we can buy new things, we can sell things, we can meet new people, but breath always stays within. Breath is life, my friends. If you're aware of your breathing, if you're truly conscious of it, not like thinking, oh, I need to breathe more deeply, you know, I need to breathe more calm or more relaxed. No, just do it. Be aware of it and breathe. We always start our guided meditations with intentional breathing. Intentional breathing is when you breathe in an intention for yourself. Like, for example, breathe in the power of love. Breathe in. And feel how the love is entering into the cells of your body, and you feel that great vibration of it. And then you breathe out stress. Breathe it out. And now breathe in joy. Let the joy enter into your body. And breathe out fear. And if you truly become aware, for example, of how the breath is entering into your body through your nose, you can recognize the fresh air entering into your nose, and you can become even more conscious of it. You will become even more present with it. Breathe in. Maybe you can feel the cold air or the warm air that is entering through your nose, and just sense how it feels like. And breathe out how your body is changing, your stomach, your chest area is moving, and just observe that inner happening. And now, from that great state of being present, we need to awaken a greater emotion. Because our emotions can be shifted by just becoming more aware. We constantly feel certain emotions. We constantly feel something. So if you want to raise your vibration now, you need to awaken greater emotion. So as soon as you've learned to release the energy from the stress, from the fear, from the anger, or whatever it was, now we need to awaken something greater. For example, gratitude. You can set a timer on your phone for 3 minutes or 5 minutes and just close your eyes and express gratitude for what you have or for you, who you are, for all the beautiful things you have in your life. Why it is so important? It is so important because we always become what we are consistently practicing. So if we are unconsciously staying in those fearful, negative emotions, we are becoming that. If we train ourselves to become more grateful, to become more joyful, we will become that. So make a practice out of it. Because emotions are not changed by will, by awareness. They are changed by elevating ourselves onto the greater level of feeling, onto the greater emotional level. So that's the magic. Once we go from fear or anger or whatever to awareness, to gratitude, to joy, to love, to blissfulness, and just feel it. You can think how you felt when you were truly joyful in your life. How it felt like, and rehearse those moments. For 3 to 5 minutes you will feel better, you will feel much better. And train your body to feel that. Train your body to feel that. That's how we can deal with emotions. And it may sound like a really complicated process, but it's a practice. Longer we are doing that, it is a sort of meditation. More often we are doing that, more it becomes like a natural process. We find ourselves in fearful situation, but suddenly we recognize, well, I'm in control of my fear, so fear is not controlling me anymore. And this is actually a great awakening, a part of a great awakening. We can only thrive, we can only transcend when we will not be controlled by fear anymore, by any emotion. Even joy can trigger a lot of adrenaline, and we will be controlled by it. We will start behaving truly differently than we are usually behaving, right? We always need to recognize the great balance in everything. It doesn't mean that emotions are bad. Emotions are the great indicators, teachers, which are always reminding us of what is happening, where we're going too far, where we need to change the direction, where or when we are at that perfect spot of presence, and when we are doing a great job, and all those different things. So use them as guidance, and always remember that you are in control of that guidance. You are in control of what is happening in your body. So my friends, I hope it was helpful. Write in the comments below if it was helpful. And I'm sending you all love, blessings, and lots of power. Have a beautiful day, my friends. And I hope you've enjoyed today's painting. It was a lovely expression of my creative energy, and I would like to encourage to do something creative today, whatever it is for you. And if you would like to find more about my art, you can find it on my Instagram page, I Draw My Passion. See you there, my friends. And have a beautiful day. One love.